All right, welcome back to Drone Pilot Moonshine. We are going to go, excuse the mess, I took apart my rototiller, trying to grow some fruit trees. I've had a hard time, so the rototiller wouldn't start. I need to rototiller the heck out of the ground because I keep putting them in the ground. I don't know, it's clay soil. Anyway, I need to get this cleaned up, but today I'm going to pick some apricots. My sister-in-law has given me a house that I can go pick some apricots. I don't know how much they have or not, but today we are going to go pick some apricots. So I got a couple boxes, put them in. I'm going to take a bucket. I don't know if I need a ladder for the tree, but we're going to find out. So stay tuned. All right, thank you. All right, welcome back. I went out and I got the apricots, so I just wanted to show you. I wasn't able to set up the camera and take pictures. They had two trees out there. One of them had some ripe ones. The other one was mostly picked. So let me turn you around, show you what I got. So I've got one box there, and then I've got two boxes here. Let's see, of apricots. So we are going to cut them up, put them in there, and then I'm going to do, I got sugar down in that bag. And one day I'm going to put this rototiller back together. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what I've got that we're going to make here. And make some more apricot. I'm going to use this time, last time I had 10 pounds of sugar. Today, or this batch, as soon as I get them all cut up, we are going to use 8 pounds of sugar. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and start cut these. It's going to take a while to cut all these open, get the seeds out and stuff. So hang on, let me go ahead and start doing this. All right, I have cut up the apricots. So we got the apricots all cut up. I got them in jars. I'm going to go ahead and melt the sugar and mix this up and add some yeast to it. So stay tuned. Let me hook up a gas tank to the burner here and we'll get started. All right, hang on. Oh, and I'm going to add, so they didn't have any 10 pounds, so I'm going to just add, which I think is better. I got a lot of apricots this time. I'm just going to add 8 pounds to each jar, unlike I did 10 pounds on the last thing I did. I think I'm hoping to get a little more flavor in there. So I just wanted to notate that real quick. But yeah, we got 2 gallons of water. This should, I would think, hold 2 gallons of water. I know this one will. That one's a little lower on that. So, all right, stay tuned. All right, we got the tank hooked up. Let's see if we can start this without, I'm on the wrong side. Oh well, it'll work. All right, turn this gas on a little bit. I hear it. All right. I know you guys can't see me, but there we go. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. We got some flame. All right, there we go. And let's pour the water in. Start getting that hot. All right, hang on. Oop, let's get you over a little bit. All right. It's getting up over 100 degrees, so I don't need this boiling to add sugar to melt sugar. We just need a warm base to melt it. Let's get the sugar in. Once I add it, I could probably turn off the heat. That over there. Let's give it a stir. See what we got here. You know, I still got granules, so it's gonna take a little bit. They say I don't want it too hot because I got to put it in the glass. I don't want to break the glass. That looks like it's, I'm going to turn this heat off. Down here I just use the little pin valve, turn that off, shut the heat off. It looks like it's melting the sugar pretty good. I got to dig out my I don't see any more granules, not kernels. Sugar granules. We'll keep checking just to make sure. No, I think we got it melted. So, all right. Set this aside. Let's see if we can get in here. Get some gloves on. Because the pot is hot. Let's see if we can get it going here. Ah. I haven't dropped one of these yet, luckily. All right. That's why I need to use my funnel. Yeah, we're definitely fill it up. All right, that's probably as full as I want it. There's not much in here. We'll just put the rest in. And I don't want it completely to the top. As you can see, this. There we go. There's that. Okay. And I hadn't added any yeast yet, but I think there's wild yeast in here because I can see it bubbling. We want to stir this in a little bit. There's a wooden spoon. Oh. Yeah, see it bubbling? So there's some yeast on here. Wonder if we could just use the wild yeast, how long that would take. Start working. That'd be interesting to test. All right, there we go. We'll stir this one just for, yeah, I don't got as much water in here, so it's not stirring as easy. But I do got wild yeast in there on that. She's a bubbling away. All right, put one of these back on. Hang on, we'll get some more water. Probably not quite 2 gallons. Hang on. Alright, we did about a gallon. Where's my measuring? About a gallon and a half. That'll be plenty. So let's pour this in here. Get that started. Alright, let's light this back up. There we go. Alright, won't take but a minute to heat up. Definitely filled that up, didn't we? While we're waiting, let's see what our thermostat says here after we put in. So I had a gallon of water in these on that. Let's see what the thermostat says. Whether we can add the yeast, because I don't want to add it if it's like 100 degrees. I would hope it's not 100 degrees. It's barely warm. So it's about 88 degrees on that. So this will be fine to add the yeast to it on there. All right, I just wanted to check the temperature. Just always worried. I don't want to dump yeast in there and kill it right away. So thought I'd double check that. And once I add that to that, we'll check that again. All right, hang on. And just like that, this water is coming to temperature. Let's add the sugar to it. On there. Yeah, when I added, figured that would hold 2 gallons of water. I forgot about figuring out the sugar to it, the mass. So we're adding, I don't know how much. Have to calculate it, how much mass we're holding to it. Probably should have started with a gallon and a half, but anyway. And where's my spoon to stir this with? All right. Warm. Slowly, I see crystals in there on the spoon. When you look at that, you can see them in there. It's like when you add sugar to any like iced tea or coffee, or I wouldn't say coffee, but tea. You can kind of see the bottom. Still see the crystals haven't melted. That's almost done. Let's turn the heat off. Your gloves. Let me make sure the camera's on this one when I go to pour it here. Oh yeah. Okay. I want to make sure I'm in camera view. Not sure I always get my head in there sometimes. This thing heavier. You got too much in this one too. Nah, she's gonna be full. All right, we got it all. we definitely filled that one up. All right. So we got, I don't know how many pounds. I got 3 boxes, but we pretty much filled these up about halfway of apricots. Had but 20 pounds, 25 pounds easily on that. And oh, we got to add the yeast. Well, we were going to check the, what I do with the meat thermometer. I just had it here. Well, let's stir this. Now that we got this, give this a little stir. Get it all mixed in. There we go. There's my meat thermometer. Okay. I'd imagine this got to be in the 80s also on that, but we'll double check it. Yeah, it's slowing down at 80, 89, still going up, went up to 90, which is fine. I think so. It's stopping at 90. I think yeast likes it anywhere between 80 or, no, wrong. I'd have to double check, but I think it's like 75 to 95, something like that. It likes, I'll have to double check the science on that. All right, there we go. So where's my yeast? Let's just add some. Then I'll stir it again. That's probably plenty. And this yeast I'm using, it is just bread yeast. I found a 3-pound block at the big box store, so I just use that. Seems to work fine. Been getting pretty good yield out of it. So let's get this stirred in. That'll be pretty good. So get her going. Last time I did apricots, it didn't foam up. Of course, I count on that, and then of course it'll probably foam up or something. I should say it did foam up every time I came out. I like stirring them every so often just to mix them up. Some people say you don't need to stir them. I like stirring them just so I know it's all mixed up on that. There we go. All right, and there we are. So we've definitely got these are 7.5 gallon carboys, so we've got definitely 15 gallons of mix. But by the time I get out all the apricots and everything, we'll have about 10 gallons. I have yet to overfill that 10 gallon when I use these. My 10 gallons still. So, all right, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button. Thank you.